Welcome to Muslim Apologetics Australia. As you know, on the 3rd of April 2018, which is basically tomorrow, there will be Punish a Muslim Day. Yes, you've heard it. Punish a Muslim Day. It's reported all over social media. For instance, the Daily Mail, which says Muslim women are told to hide their hijabs and not to pick up children from school alone ahead of the Sikh Punish a Muslim Day. Now, here's the irony, folks. We have people in the Western world who are influential and extremely vocal condemning the acts of Muslim terrorism. However, let's visit their Facebook pages, these same individuals who are so vocal, so extremely vocal when the next terrorist attack occurs. They come out, they condemn it, they put it all over their news feeds on Facebook, on social media, and they keep raising awareness, talking about how evil and bad Islam is and how evil and bad Muslims are. Let's look at their Facebook pages. We'll go through each individual and see whether they once stand up and condemn this day, Punish a Muslim Day on the 3rd of April 2018. In fact, had this day been organized by Muslims, titled Punish an Infidel Day, I will tell you all of their Facebook feeds and their pages will be going ballistic, condemning, warning against the atrocities that are going to occur. They'll be putting all this public awareness and so forth, running their mouths wild, campaigning about how evil Islam is and how evil the Muslim world is. Yet, when this campaign is set up by non-Muslims, people who are evil, people who are spreading terrorism, and these people are non-Muslim, their Facebook pages are conveniently quiet. But they're the same group of people that when it comes to Muslims, they want every Muslim to condemn any sort of terrorist propagation. Yet why are they quiet when it comes to condemning their own non-Muslim folks? Let's have a look at their Facebook pages. Let's look at Pamela Geller. Has she spoken about this day? It's all over social media. Everyone knows about it. So has she condemned this day? Let's look at her Facebook page. Nope. She's got a post on the 22nd of December. Here's her real page, Pamela Geller, public figure. She's got nearly 1.5 million members, people who like this. Have a look. Let's go down. Stop Islamization America. She wrote something 17 minutes ago about Palestinian authorities steal US tax dollars. No, nothing. 45 minutes ago, German government aid workers. No. Maryland Muslim ISIS supporter. British taxpayers. No. Zilch. Absolutely nothing. You can keep going down. She's got absolutely nothing about the Punish a Muslim Day. Is that convenient? Yeah, we're still going down. She's posted 31st of March. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So let's go to the next person. We'll go to Pauline Hanson. She's Australia's campaigner against Islam and Muslim and radicalization. Has she posted anything to condemn this? Let's go down her page. No. Absolutely nothing. You can go check it yourself, folks. I'll quote all the people. You can go to their Facebook pages and have a look. The last thing she's actually posted was something about, on the 2nd of April, something about sunrise. And you can go down her page and check. She's got zilch about it. Let's go to the next person. We'll go to the Bolt Report, another anti-Islamist, another campaigner against terrorism who has Ayan Ali Hirsi appearing on this show, Sheikh Tawhidi appearing on his show, that fake phony. We go to his page. He's vocal about Islam and terrorism and extremism, And absolutely nothing. You can go check it yourself. Nothing about condemning and the non-Muslims for this terrorist campaign. Absolutely zilch. Nothing mentioned on his Facebook account. Now we'll go to Rita Panahi, another columnist, anti-Islamist, always speaks against radicalization and extremism. Rita Panahi, let's have a look at her page. Nope, she put something about anti-Semitist, past cancer of hatred to the young. Something about London murder rate beats New York, stabbing surge. She speaks about ISIS. That's it. Basically nothing about Punish a Muslim Day. Is that interesting? Is this just a coincidence that these people aren't loud and vocal condemning? Can you imagine if we had, Kill an Infidel Day? Imagine the Muslims said Kill an Infidel Day. Imagine their Facebook pages, and then these people say, oh, we're not biased. We're just speaking against radicalization. We have nothing against, Muslims in general and so we just have a problem against Islam and blah, blah, blah. But look at these people. Look how biased they are. If you want to speak against extremism, why are you only speaking about Muslim terrorism and you don't want to speak about white terrorism? And then you want to laugh at saying Muslims are playing the victim card when we point out white privileges. This is white privileges, folks. This is white privileges at its best. These Zionist masters who are bowing to Zionist masters, too afraid to condemn white terrorism. We'll go to Sam Harris. This guy is like the poster child against radical Islam and Islamism and talking about Muslims and terrorism. Yet you go to Sam Harris's Facebook page, he's got nearly 500,000 people who like his page, and look, absolutely nothing about this day and event, about condemning this. He would rather talk about other things except white Christian, terrorism or white atheist terrorism. No, this day is not even mentioned nor condemned on his Facebook group. Have a look. Why are they so silent about this? Let's go to people like Christian fundamentalists like David Wood, who constantly speaks about Muslims wanting to kill infidels and Muslims want to kill all these ex-Muslim Christian apostates, all this sort of stuff. And look, have a look, nothing mentioned on his Facebook group. He speaks about ISIS and so forth, political Islam and radicalization, but nothing about Punish a Muslim Day. Have a look. Nothing. Absolutely zilch. We go to people like Pat Condell. You go through his Facebook, another anti-Islamist, anti-terrorism campaigner. Have a look. Nothing. Absolutely nothing on his Facebook page. We can even go to the English Defence League, London Division. You see 5,000 people follow this. Again, another campaign to, against de-radicalization of Muslims and extremism, wanting to stop Islamization in England and so forth. And you see nothing of them condemning this day of the 3rd of April to Punish a Muslim Day. Absolutely nothing. Here you go, Ayan Hirsi Ali. She's another poster lady against Muslim extremism and radicalization and so forth. And she's got 126,000 followers. Absolutely not a single mention of this day. On the 9th of March, she speaks about this International Women's Day. Let's support the women of Saudi Arabia. So she's promoting International Women's Day in Saudi Arabia, but she doesn't even mention this International Punish a Muslim Day. Absolutely nothing about that. Have a look. Nothing. Absolutely nothing on her Facebook page. Her last post is the number of ex-Muslims in America is rising on the 20th of March. Let's now go to Paul Joseph Watson, another prominent speaker against Islam and radicalization and Muslims. You go to his followers, more than 600,000 followers, and you go to Paul Joseph Watson, and absolutely nothing. He mentions on the 2nd of April about Islam, honors Islamic and Hindu holidays, something about, Trump issues, immigration mourning, 2nd April, some nemesis post. Look at this, absolutely nothing. 1st of April, Happy Easter, InfoWars. This is what fake news looks like on the 1st of April. Look, you can keep going down his page, go on and on and on, and absolutely nothing about this. I mean, none of them are even condemning this day. Let's go now to the far-right activist Tommy Robinson, who is loved by the EDL. And have a look. You can go to him. He's got more than 700,000 followers on his Facebook account, and he writes absolutely nothing. His last post was on the 29th of March. He speaks about how Twitter has banned him from the platform, speaks about Muhammad Shafiq, Ramadan Foundation. You can keep going down, have a look. Absolutely nothing. 2nd of April, he speaks about murders in London overtook New York. So he speaks about the statistics, and he even blames the London mayor for it. And he talks about suicide rates by race and gender. Speaks about white privileges. Let's have a look. We'll keep going down. Nothing. Have a look. And this is quite interesting actually. He speaks about, on the 12th of March, he says, "This is unbelievable. The Home Office arrested and detained a female American journalist for 3 days before deporting her. They gave her a paper claiming I am a far-right leader who incites racial hatred." So he posts an article about how a woman was banned, from the UK, a journalist, and I guess deporting her from the UK. I mean, that becomes news on Tommy Robinson's Facebook account. But 3rd of April, to murder, to punish, to throw acid, to burn a mosque on this particular day that has gone completely viral on social media, is not mentioned on any of the anti-Islamists on the pages of these campaigners who are quite vocal condemning terrorism, yet they're not once condemning and in fact telling people to stop shedding blood on this day. Yet these people will be the first to point fingers at Muslims and saying, why aren't you stopping, killing Infidel Day? Why aren't you Muslims condemning these letters? You go to Richard Dawkins' Facebook page, he's got more than 700,000 members, and it's all the same, folks. You can keep going down, and they're all the same. So there you have it, folks. That, in a nutshell, exposes these hypocrites, double-faced liars, when they go out and try and condemn, Muslims, we need Muslims to be vocal to condemn terrorism, yet when it comes to white terrorists, going out and publishing articles and telling other white terrorists to go out and murder people in the name of white nationalism, in the name of white terrorism, what do we see? No, we do not see any type of condemning on their pages. Zero. They don't even want to talk about it. They don't even want to make anyone know a single thing about it. And then these people claim they're human rights activists. Yeah, we know what yous want. We know who the true human. You are far from human rights activists. You are just Islamophobic, anti-Muslim, anti-Islam. You cover your eyes on every single white terrorist just so they can kill a Muslim, because that's when you'll only be happy. You do not want peace in the world. You want hatred. You want Muslims exterminated. And by you being silent proves our point. that you do not condemn these sorts of actions, and you are the instigators in trying to exterminate. You are with them. I mean, that's what you would say to Muslims. You would say, if a Muslim is not condemning ISIS, that means you're with them. So why the double standards now? You're a bunch of hypocrites.